I've been following this kerfuffle on social media about the Indian stand-up comedian Kunal Kamra actually having a go at Indian celebrity TV anchor Arnab Goswami. And there's a lot of hoo-ha on social media, particularly on Twitter, and I've been following the controversy from the point it erupted. In Canada, it was quite early actually, probably 6:30 in the morning, and I've basically have been closely watching all the developments around the story, right from the video that Kamra posted while he was kind of like trying to prod in a very provocative manner, try to prod and get a response and get a rise out of Arnab, who just quietly went about doing his job, pretending to watch TV or watch a movie or something on his laptop. His ears plugged with his earphones, and just essentially largely ignored him and didn't offer any response, verbal or physical, under the what seemed like a fairly good attempt at provocation on part of Kamra. Obviously, it's as any other issue on social media, this has also divided people on social media, especially on Indian Twitter. People fall in two camps. One that I actually been supportive of Arnab and slamming Kamra for behaving the way he did on the plane on board a flight, and also there are ones who are diehard supportive of Kamra, obviously supporting Kamra and applauding his courageous stand, as they call it, in front of in taking on Arnab and not getting any response out of him, essentially being translated or interpreted as Kunal Kamra's victory, and how he essentially steamrolled the man widely known for shouting people down on his show, and essentially steamrolling with his towering presence and a very aggressive way of interviewing people. And the major twist came a little bit later on when IndiGo, airline that owns the airplane where the incident took place, they came out with their own sort of decision on this, very punitive decision. They've actually banned Kamra from flying IndiGo airlines for a period of 6 months, and also urged other airlines and their peers to essentially extend the same treatment to Kamra, banning him for a certain period of time. I personally feel it's I'm no fan of Kamra. I'm completely unaware of his work, his body of work, what kind of comic he is. I do know, having followed social media, especially on Indian Twitter, that he's an extremely polarizing personality, and although he has a massive following, I don't know of his comedy acts or of his social activism, but he has a massive following, and he also has people who hate his guts, who absolutely can't stand him, and for him, he can't say anything right or do anything right. But I do believe, despite all these attributes that Kamra has, I think banning him from flying that airline for a period of 6 months, or any stretch of time, as a matter of fact, is taking things to an extreme. I think I don't think it's an even-handed and balanced approach to whatever wrong they think Kamra did by doing what he did on board that flight. I think Kamra could have been let off with a light slap on the wrist. Maybe it could have been detained at the airport and questioned and warned, and basically given a caution that if that behavior repeats, or if it gets repeated on any other airplane or even on the airport, he would have to deal with more severe consequences. But I think that's his. I don't think he has a criminal record as far as my knowledge goes. He was being a nuisance, no two ways about that. But mind you, there's nuisance and there's nuisance. He was not being aggressive. He was not being violent. He was not being physical. He was just standing there and continued to sort of badger him and question him and pester him. And of course he used strong language. He dropped a couple of F-bombs. But hey, we're all mature, and I don't know what the surroundings were. If there were kids in the earshot, that I wouldn't approve of. But I think we're all mature people, and we can take the F-bombs, the occasional F-bomb being dropped here and there. I don't think that's a big deal really, and I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist over that language, quite frankly. But I think banning him from flying for 6 months, and I do believe that soon after IndiGo Airlines' decision to ban him from flying for 6 months, I think there were other airlines. I do believe Air Indian came out with a notice on social media saying that they are banning Kunal Kamra from flying for an indefinite period of time. And I do believe I do recall coming across another airline's customer service. I believe it was Jet Airways. I don't even know if the airline is operational anymore, but and for all I know that was a fake handle. But I distinctly remember seeing Jet Airways customer support tweeting that they are essentially banning Kamra from flying their airlines indefinitely as well. So I think it's a storm in a teacup, and it makes me really makes me crack up looking at immaturity on part of the airlines. And I'm not by no stretch of the imagination I'm condoning what he did. I think what he did was stupid, and it was embarrassing. It was cringeworthy. But I think that's the extent of its offense, quite frankly. I don't think Kunal Kamra deserves, having done what he did, deserves the kind of extreme sort of punitive action that's been taken against him. But I do believe in meting out sort of punishment or consequences that are commensurate with the crime committed or offense committed. And I certainly don't believe banning him for 6 months for something what he did, especially if it's not a pattern, if it's not a habitual heckler, and he doesn't have a history of doing these kind of things on board airlines and making things difficult for airline staff and crew to operate a smooth flight. So with that in mind, against that backdrop, I think Kunal Kamra has got a short end of the stick, and he could have been just given a little slap on the wrist, taken aside, and given a stern warning that if he does that again, if there's a repeat of what he did, if he pulls off that stunt again, there's going to be more serious consequences for him to deal with. But for now, I think he could have been just let off with a little warning and no more than that, quite frankly. Anyway, these are my views. Let me know what you think about the issue, how IndiGo Airways dealt with it was appropriate, or do you think what they did was slightly disproportionate to Kamra's offense? Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, and it'll be interesting to keep this conversation going. That's it for now. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.